If you disagree, raise your flag. COVID is a genetic virus placed here by extraterrestrials.
Do you want to just explain that?
Yeah. You know what, everyone knows what COVID, right?
Yeah,
2018, 19,
Yeah.
the rise of this, is it pandemic? Yeah, it's a pandemic.
Plandemic.
Plandemic, yes, plandemic. So it's a virus, okay? So what we teach, and I've been teaching through the Wu Sabat, our doctrine, is that there's certain things that are done on purpose, and COVID was just one of them. So COVID was an actual genetically engineered virus that was to remove a certain population of the planet, okay?
Why would they want to do that?
Because the beings that we refer to as the extraterrestrials, okay, their whole intent is to remove X amount of the planet because they see it as useless eaters, wasters, waste of space.
All the elderly people are a waste of space. Because
This is not my thing. Yeah, I'm not advocating.
It sounds so bad.
No. Do you eat chicken?
Yeah.
Do you eat chicken?
Yeah.
Is it bad for a chicken?
No.
You see, you're saying no, but to the chicken it's bad. So you need to look at from what perspective are you seeing things from? Yeah, extraterrestrials, they don't see human beings as worthy of living and interacting and looking after this planet.
But where is that from? That bit you're saying that the extraterrestrials believe certain people aren't worthy. Where is that from?
So,
Okay.
So you again, this goes back to interpreting and reading the scriptures properly, because COVID was actually mentioned in the Bible as Kobad, yeah.
The glory of the Lord.
Yeah, and when you say who says that, you just have to look at what man has been doing to the planet, or certain types of people have been doing to the planet for the last 6,000 years. Like we say, we're depleting the resources of the planet just because we want to like eat the animals, right? But who says that it was okay for you to eat animals, and then when extraterrestrials abduct people to eat, you say, it's all wrong, it's all bad. But it's all right when you get cows, chickens, pigs, and eat them.
You think they're eating the people who are killed?
Sorry?
The
Yeah,
aliens
this
are
is now a
eating-
fact. They're showing you cannibalism is all throughout the scriptures and has been proven now by research into the meats that people are eating, because there was a time where you actually saw an animal and now you don't see it. You just go to a supermarket to get what you're calling meat, which is an animal, a flesh of an animal, right? We've conveniently named it meat and then say we can consume it. But if you go to the Bible, the first time you see the word meat, it says you have been given herbs and vegetation to use for meat. There wasn't an animal called meat. Yeah. So going back to the brother's question, extraterrestrials are so far intelligent that this planet, they live on it as well. There are extraterrestrials that live in the waters, live on land, live in the skies, and when you're damaging the planet by way of cutting off the trees, as Lucia said before, poisoning the water, poisoning the animals, getting rid of the rainforest, wars with bombs and missiles and all that's going on even now as we speak. So they look at you like you're barbaric. You don't even know how to get along. You fight each other over religious beliefs, and you fight to take territory and to take land and take water, right? Water flows. Some man comes and says, like, we're going to call this part the Red Sea. We're going to call this part the Atlantic Ocean. So you divide up the water, which is natural. You divide up things and you fight amongst each other, and you're just destroying not only the planet, but it's going to affect us as beings that also live here. And that's why they will step in to say, we have to wipe you because you're now a manifestation. Man is infesting the planet. You know, you poison the water, then you sell water to us in bottles.
With plastic.
Free energy, and you make us pay for it. Electricity, and we can go into the Nikola Tesla story and all of that. Name everything you're doing today, you see that it makes no sense if it was naturally available for you, and now someone decides, okay, you know what, yeah, instead of you giving your baby milk from your breast, I'm going to sell you cow's milk instead to give to your child. But yet, every child is nurtured by its mother. But if you put human milk in the supermarket for humans to consume, they'll say, "Ugh, that's nasty." But they will consume cow's milk, which is not even related to them. And then this goes into the problems on the planet with the health, because dairy products from animals cause a lot of mucus in your body. And then that mucus traps metals that are in the atmosphere as ions. Then people get sick and they get all kinds of stuff because of the things we are doing, poisoning the planet. So extraterrestrials are like, unless you guys upgrade your mentality and stop killing or unaliving the animals, we're going to step in and take care of the ones that are doing that and remove you. So yeah, cold bad, as it's known in the scriptures, was, do you know what panspermia is? So this is where bacteria come from out of space, and they come here and they can be good or bad for you or can harm you. Yeah, so this is how it came about. It came from a craft, and then it affected the people on the earth that breathe it in, and then it just went into a whole pandemic. And AIDS was genetically engineered, as most diseases are. When you start studying the what's it called? The disease unit,
Center for
Center for Disease Control, CDC. You see a lot of stories. They put out a movie called Outbreak, right? Years ago, before the actual incident took place. So go and watch that movie, and you will see that a lot of things are happening on the planet, and who's controlling it and who's orchestrating certain things are people you think are your leaders, but behind them you have extraterrestrials and other beings that they literally answer to. There's a whole hierarchy of beings that lead all the way to some of these sinister extraterrestrials that want to take over the planet, because they don't believe that we are worthy of it.
But it's, how do you prove that it's aliens behind it? It could be someone else. It could be just scientists in China. It could be scientists in America.
What's
like,
your
how do you
idea?
prove that?
I just told you that there's scientists in America, their governments, their presidents and prime ministers and kings and emperors or whatever, but ultimately they have allegiance to these beings.
But that's a theory, right? You would
It's
say
not
that's a
theory,
on
because
your-
there are
it's a fact.
people who are involved in this, known as whistleblowers, that have started to come out and tell you things. Our master teacher is an extraterrestrial that wrote books on this 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. And everyone was saying like, it's not true, it's not true, there's no aliens, there's no this, there's no that. But today, everyone cannot disprove anything that he wrote in these books.
So you're saying your teacher is an alien, extraterrestrial.
He's an extraterrestrial.
So what's his background, just so we can understand?
His extraterrestrial background?
Like him, what is...
You're an extraterrestrial.
Okay, cool.
Do you
That's
know
what
what I
I'm
mean
saying,
by
yeah,
that?
that's
Well,
what-
let me
So
just
everyone's
break it down.
extraterrestrial. You're saying everyone
No,
is.
no, right, yeah, because in your Bible, in your Quran, it tells you that God breathed into man and man became a living soul. So the part of you that is God, it's not from here. That's the extraterrestrial part of you. Then your physical you is from the elements of the environment you're here. That's why you call it a soul and you call it a spirit, because it goes back to where it comes from. So when we say that, people think, oh, like we're not saying it in the way that your mind is picturing an alien or an extraterrestrial. We're saying something that comes from somewhere else, not from this plane, not from the terrain, not from this planet. It's an extraterrestrial. So him, we mentioned before that original life forms from Sirius and Orion, these are constellations. Yeah, he's from another planet known as Risk, which is in another galaxy known as Ilion. It's the 19th galaxy. So when
your teacher's from there.
yeah, he's what you're calling
incarnation.
yeah.
So are other people from there, or...
Just like
how
I
does-
just gave you the example of your soul and spirit is from somewhere else. And in that place, it takes on a different form because the rules of that environment are different. So when you shed this physical body, you still exist in a different realm. If you go to that realm, like the spiritual realm or the mental realm or the soul realm, they're different realms. So we're saying, because people are not aware of their origins from that realm, they find it spooky when we say you're from somewhere else, like another planet or another galaxy.
Well, now
or
that you've
another-
explained it, you think everyone's extraterrestrial. Then it's like, okay, that's normal then.
The
It's
DNA,
baseline is like
yeah,
normal.
it's the
Okay,
DNA.
okay, you believe it's about DNA. Then it's like,
DNA, yeah.
it's not a, oh no, you're an alien. Everything's like,
That's
okay,
what I'm saying, because
the
the
baseline, okay.
movies and
That's
the-
your- that's why
they're
sometimes
giving you
it's
a
good to have
picture of
this
what-
definition of what you believe.
It's not what we
Because
believe,
No, no,
that's
what
what
you
I'm
understand as alien. Like,
No, listen.
because we like
You're
because
trying to tell us.
no.
What-
I'm trying to say what my understanding is now. Like
Yeah.
my understanding is it's an alien from another planet and like ET, that kind of
That's
thing.
what I'm saying. That's
Like,
the movies that
yeah,
have done
that's
that.
what I'm trying to explain.
Yeah.
That would be my understanding.
Yeah.
Like for yours.
Yeah, but
you're
there
saying-
are beings like that that look completely different to you.
Okay, and
from
then,
somewhere
but
else.
from your saying, what you're saying is everyone's an alien because God gave us something within us.
No,
so
no.
we are.
Let me tell you what we're
no,
saying.
no.
Right. We break it down that when you look at the language, the words you're using are explaining exactly what it is. But then somebody else will make a movie or interpret that word to you and say it means this. But if you don't go and do the research for yourself, you can't prove that. Yeah, you're just going by a belief system. But we're saying there are other life forms from other places, because where you evolve, the environment you're in is going to mean you're going to take on a different form. This is why they show you movies like Star Trek and Star Wars, where they show different types of beings. So it is possible that those beings are looking at you like, oh, look how ugly that thing is. The same way you're looking at them. But because you think this is beautiful and how we look, you're thinking they look hideous or they look like, do you know what I mean? But they're more intelligent. Just because they look differently doesn't mean, you know, there are different types of extraterrestrials. We've mentioned the Deros, the Greys, the Reptilians, the Draconians, the Ashtar Federation, and our ancestors, the Natharu, the Anunnaki. There's so many, but we're so limited in our mind and
So
intelligence.
are any of these superior than others, or are they all equal?
Intelligent, not superior.
Yeah,
You can
some
be
are
more intelligent than someone else.
Naturally more intelligent.
Yeah.
And then that can translate into a person that's here. Right?
What you do by
Exactly.
way of your intelligence.
Exactly.
I'd just like to ask you this question is, where do the angels come from? Where does God come from?
It's a
God
question.
isn't created. God has always been there.
Okay then, where does the angels come from?
God has created the angels.
Well, where did he create them?
Where? I don't know. It could be in the heavens,
Okay.
but
You said the word heaven. What's the word heaven in Arabic?
Jannah.
Jannah.
Samawati.
No, that's a place.
Okay.
You know, that's what they call paradise, don't they?
Okay.
The Prophet just said it. Samawati, you know. Samawati is that they call the heavens.
Okay.
And earlier on during the day, Saken told you that the word heaven in the Greek is Uranus. Go to Matthew chapter 6 verse 9, and Jesus said, "Pray ye after this manner, our Father who art in heaven." The word heaven is Uranus, or the Orion star constellation. So according but in the Hebrew, the word for heaven is Shemayim. Shemayim, that's heaven. So it's somewhere outside of the earth's atmosphere. So that's actually saying that Allah, what do you call it? Allah, God, Theos, or Elohim, they are extraterrestrials that came down to the planet Earth. The angels are extraterrestrials. They came down to the planet Earth to do what they had to do. And most of them, not just the the gods, but Allah, and in a plural, because there's a plural for Allah in the Quran. Do you know what it is?
What are you telling me?
You don't know. You
Oh,
see,
no. Go on.
Alihad. The word Alihad is Allah's. That's a plural. You got Allahumma, Allah and them. You got Alihin, which is Allah in the dual. You see? Now, where do they come from? They are coming from different star systems, as we mentioned before, to this planet Earth, and most of them are carnivores. The gods of the scriptures are carnivores who come here to eat human beings, and they're coming back to eat human beings once again. And in the Bible or in the scriptures, there's a conflict of the gods. You've got two brothers. Earlier we mentioned about the Anunnaki, and we mentioned about the Most High. According to them, it's called Anu. In the Arabic, the word they use is El-Aliyu, the 36th
Attribute.
attribute of Allah. El-Aliyu, correct?
36 attributes
Yeah.
of
Allah.
Allah. There's 99.
99.
Yeah, but the
36
36
one
one
is
is
Al-Alim.
Okay,
Al-Alim.
oh, you're talking about the 36.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
called the El-Aliyu. Am I correct?
I don't know that.
El
El Alium, I don't know what that is.
Al-Ali means the highest.
But you
So
said-
you know when you say those nine attributes,
Rahman Rahim.
yeah, Ar-Rahman,
Yeah.
Ar-Rahim, like one of them is Al-Alium, which
Okay.
is what he's saying.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the
it's like
36.
The
yeah.
Most High. And
Okay, I was thinking you're saying something else.
No. You know only zikr.
Yeah.
Yeah, Allah. Yeah, Allah.
Yeah.
Quick question though, why do angels wear robes?
I don't know if they wear robes.
They do, because it tells you in the Quran they came in a white robes.
robe.
Okay,
Why do they need to wear clothes?
I don't know.
Why do you wear clothes?
Because I like it.
If they're is that it? You probably get arrested if you start walking down the street with no clothes.
Based on the rules and laws of this country.
There's rules and laws, and I'm saying that when you talk about Gabriel coming to Muhammad, he was wearing a white robe, which shows you that they are humanoid. They take on a form. Because if you're a spirit, you won't need to wear clothes.
No, they can take a form just
Yeah,
because.
that's what I'm saying.
If you want to present, yeah,
So-
like you say,
so
if you want
that's
to
what I
present
was saying
yourself not
to you
to
that-
scare people, because
Scare people.
No, if you see something that's not similar to you, you might be scared, right?
Okay, but I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why they can take the form of humanoids to
Right, so
come
but
across.
you're
and then-
accepting what we said before, that when you're not in the physical world, you're still there but not in the same form. So when you come here, you take on a physical form, and you
No,
have to
like
wear
I said,
clothes.
there's jinns. Like I believe in jinns, they can take human form. So there's no dispute on that. Like
Okay.
for me, there are
But it's not
other
only
things
jinns,
that I know.
that's what I'm saying.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'll give you an example. I
Yeah.
never said, oh, there can't be anything that can take human form, that kind of stuff.
Okay.